Hey, what is up, everybody? It's DrChiz here again with another episode of Gaming News Network for Wednesday. It's going to be up, and we are going to cover the Nintendo conference that happened previously on Tuesday and all the fun facts there. And Fuzzy, did you happen to catch it? No? Thank you, you're worthless.
Good talk.
All right,
Some
so
of us have jobs,
don't Asian people say like yobs or something?
That we're not fucking Swedish.
Anyway, they announced Zelda the 25th Anniversary Edition, which is coming for the 3DS. I've never played, I'm going to be honest, I've never played a Zelda game in my life, so really not a big deal to me. I don't know if you have or if you'd like that series, but
Yes. So Zelda is probably my favorite franchise in the Nintendo company, in the Nintendo family. I like it even more than Mario, so it's exciting to me that it's coming. That's what she said, I guess. Not really. But I guess so. The fact that it's coming to the 3DS is not super exciting to me because I mean it'd be cool to take it around with you, but I really would like them to make a new goddamn game in that fucking franchise. It's about time, right?
Yeah, it would be about time. I mean, all the other games they did announce were for the 3DS that were coming out were a new Mario Kart game. I don't know why you'd want to play it in 3D. They just rehashed it for the Wii recently. Star Fox, Super Mario, Kid Icarus, and Luigi's Mansion. No new IPs again. These are all old games that Nintendo is reviving.
And honestly, they've tried new IPs and they just haven't done well. So I'm okay with them rehashing old IPs, as long as they make a new game in that series, because you know what you're getting when you play a Zelda game. But I would very much like them to not make like a rehash of a Zelda game, like a literal just remake. If they wanted to make something new in the series, that'd be nice. But it doesn't seem like that's their game plan.
Yeah, I don't know. Nintendo didn't really throw anything out there. The only thing that looked somewhat entertaining was the new Super Mario game. That's the only thing I've really cared for Nintendo, but I don't plan on picking up a 3DS anytime soon. Handhelds have kind of died for me since the Game Boy Advance.
Really? You don't have a DS?
No, I do not. If I did, though, if somebody gave me one, I'd play it, but I'm not going to go out and buy a DS.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'd play for it is Pokemon. That is basically the only thing I ever played on a handheld game was Pokemon.
Okay.
And so the big news for the Nintendo conference was the new console, which was previously rumored as the Nintendo Cafe, which was a much cooler name than the now known as Wii U. I'm sorry, that's such a gay name.
Oh yeah, but the Wii is totally cool, and
the Wii, it kind of grew on you. They were really selling it. It's like, we play together, we do this. But Wii U, that doesn't even like grammatically make sense.
Well, they're Japanese, their grasp of the English language is tenuous at best.
So you're insulting your own culture?
You fucking I'm Chinese, you damn.
They're all
racist.
The same, Fuzzy.
No, we look the same, but we're not the same. You fucking racist.
Sorry. God. You heard it. I'm a racist. There. God, fuck the Asians. So they didn't even show the console itself, but it supposedly is a console. They just showed the handheld peripheral for it, which is its selling point.
No, it is a console. We've seen the console, but I mean, we don't care what it looks like.
Well, they didn't really talk a whole lot. They're really selling the fucking handheld part because it's really the only thing new about it. It looks like a giant iPad with like joysticks and triggers and stuff on it. Like, it looks huge.
Yeah, the placement it leads me to believe it's not going to be a very gaming friendly setup, because I don't know if you've ever held a 20-pound weight in your hand for 2 hours at a time, but trying to manipulate that with the little joysticks on the edge is not a fun time.
And triggers on the back.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's a rectangle. I don't know why you'd want to the analog sticks are at the top of it, not at the bottom. It's just really, it just looks like it's gonna feel really weird and clunky. I don't know.
It looks like a Sega Nomad, which I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name, but it looks like one of those really old handhelds.
Yeah, it looks like the Nomad, which played Genesis games on the go, but required like a small car battery in order to power it at the time.
Yeah.
But again, Nintendo consoles aren't really known for their ergonomics. If you want to look at the Wiimote currently,
yeah,
you turn that fucker sideways to play. That is probably one of the most uncomfortable positions to hold your hand in. And I have given like a reverse over the pants hand job before, so I know a thing or two about awkward wrist positioning.
I know it's your trait, it's your skill, if you would. It is, I don't know, it just seems really corny that, oh, somebody changes the channel, I can keep playing on this really clunky handheld. The only thing that thing has going for it was they did show it for like one game, I think it was a Zelda game, where like you had like a menu or could access different things on the screen below while the game played in front of you. If they incorporated that to like a Call of Duty, like say while you're in the middle of a game, you could change and make a new class on that bottom display, that would be cool. That's the only thing I think it has going for it, because I don't see a whole lot of people turning off their television and walking away to play on this smaller, clunkier screen where you're constantly looking down upon it.
Right. So it's basically the promise of a 3DS or a DS right here.
Mm-hmm.
You have two screens, one of which is also a touchscreen, and it depends on the games that are made for it. For the DS, there aren't a ton of games. There are some. There are certainly more than say the Kinect that take advantage of the dual screen, the touchscreen capability, in a way that makes having a DS versus say a single screen Game Boy Advance a compelling reason. Most of the time, it's used for just more real estate or a touchscreen menu, or replacing a button click or more text. It's not usually like you need the touchscreen for the full experience. Most of the time, it's like the waggle. Like, I could waggle or I could press a button. Why are you making me jump through hoops, Nintendo? That's kind of Nintendo's thing, and it's partially Nintendo's fault. Partially, it's the software designers not taking full advantage of it, and partially it's the fact that the uptake is maybe going to be low. That said, I will be buying this day one, and just like with all the Nintendo products, I will be buying it the day of because I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy, and I just want to see what they have out there. And Nintendo just feels so good with their launch titles. Everything just feels good. But that said, it probably will gather dust like my Wii is currently doing.
Yeah, their launch titles are great, but then they don't back it up along the way, and I don't really see anything coming out. Like, I think they really dropped the ball on the 3DS. They didn't release a lot of the games they rumored at the last E3, so it doesn't have that many games out for right now, as far as I know.
Development's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Because you have to shift a lot of resources to getting familiarized with this platform, and potentially not seeing as many software sales as you'd hope. So there's that.
So guys, not that much from Nintendo, really just the new console and a lot of old titles coming back, which are great. Hope you enjoyed this episode of GNN. Putting this up soon. Fuzzy, last words as always.
Go to hell.
Racist motherfucker. Alright, peace out, guys.
Alright, let's try it again. Dick, balls.
Cheese doodles.
Cheese doodles? Really? I go with dick and balls and you come back with cheese doodles?
Cheese doodles.
Fucking weak, dude.
They're friendly.
Fucking weak.